Hi, Jim. It's March 18th, 2018. Uh, this is going to be a long update. I have like 12 updates, so bear with me. JC is going to highlight them and transcribe this so people that don't want to listen to it can. Okay. So, where are we at today? We've notified the county that we're very interested in the jail property that they own in Ferndale for the jail that was proposed but never happened. So we're we've notified them that that is the spot where we're seriously looking into. Uh, we presented to Ferndale City Council. We didn't think we were going to hear back. They did write us back. We met with Todd Donovan, told him we were interested in the jail. He said we need to get the city of Ferndale to write the zoning and that. So we got an email back from the planning commission from Ferndale and the mayor of Ferndale, and we're waiting to hear back from them. We're trying to get a meeting with them this coming week, uh, so we can talk about it. We don't need their land. We just need them to write code for the jail property. Uh, that's about where we're at with tiny homes. We can't move it around like we wanted to show it off because it's too tall. It's built to be a modular, taken apart, and it'd just be too much hassle to move it around. So we're not going to do that. We have more on a PR plan we have later in this update. So that's about it for tiny homes right now. We have a survey. We met about 3 weeks ago at Greene's Corner to get a survey thing done and for the street survey. Uh, I dropped the ball. I got busy doing other stuff. And I promise this week I will have it ready to go. And then we'll need volunteers to go out on the street, to go to the drop-in center, to the food bank, to wherever to do the survey. We're looking to try to get at least 100, if not more. We'd like to get like 200 surveys completed by the end of this month. So then I'm meeting with a data analyst up at WWU so he can analyze the data and we can have good figures. Our homeless summit is scheduled for April 14th at I think First Baptist Church on Flora. Uh, just keep an eye on our Facebook page. Amy will put that up there. Me and Amy met with the Racial Justice Coalition. I think that's what it's called. If not, I'm sorry. We met to talk about if we can find a lawyer, because we've been watching what Seattle, San Francisco, and that have been losing lawsuits. So we met with them to call to see about finding a lawyer to do something about people that are getting tickets with their cars parked in their living in their cars and their cars being towed while they're at work or at the store. Which in Seattle the judge found that illegal. It's their home. So we're looking into that. HomesNOW won't be part of it. We'll just facilitate it. And then there'll be the plaintiffs be involved. But it's something that I feel, I'm just going to speak for me, I feel it's needed now. I think it's long overdue. It's getting out of hand here. We had another gentleman went to the store and come back and his home was towed, so now he's sitting on the street with nothing. To me, it's insanity. We've been asking for a safe place for people to park their camping for months now, and nothing's happened. So that's where we're at there. We'll have more updates on that as we're hoping to hear something from a lawyer or find a lawyer here soon, within this next week. 6, me and JC are planning a PR. Excuse me. Me and JC are planning a PR tour for Homes Now. What that is, we're going to do some tabling events. When me and Doug ran the Bernie campaign, you'll remember we used to table every Saturday at the farmer's market in front of the pizza place there. Didn't cost us anything. And we got a lot of people stopping. So thinking about doing that maybe 2 Saturdays a month. If we can get enough volunteers to do it. Because it does take volunteers. It can't be the same people doing it all the time. Usually get there at 10 o'clock in the morning, stay until about 2. That's about when things are done. So if people can do an hour, 2 hours, be standing there talking about homeless, what we're doing, what Homes Now is about. We'll have trifolders there to hand out. We'll have buttons made up that people can donate to Homes Now and get a button. We did it with Bernie, and we raised about $200 to $300 a month for Bernie. That's Bernie. If we can raise $25, $30, and get a lot of information out, that'd be worth it. So that's we're going to also do a tabling event at Public Market on their 21st anniversary thing. We need to start looking at other places that we can table that doesn't cost anything. Because we don't want to spend money if we don't have to. So those are some things. So that's our PR tour, and me and JC will have more details ironed out by the end of this week. And it's going to be the month of April, pretty much. Is when we want to do it, April. Yeah. Okay, next. I want to plan a sit-in downtown. It's got to be during the week and during business hours. Sorry. Maybe we can do it lunchtime. Maybe we can get the Dignity Visual people to join us. We want to do a sit-in downtown to bring awareness about the no sitting, no lying law, how it affects homeless people. $150 ticket. If you can't pay it, then you get another $150 ticket. You can't pay it, and then you miss your court dates, and you go to jail. So, it's just the same old, punishing the homeless. So I'm going to get some stuff together on that. If you're interested in helping plan that, we're going to do a sign making party. We want to do it right. No, it will not be permitted. Is there a chance you'll get a ticket? Yep, there sure is a chance you'll get a ticket. Maybe not, since we're not homeless. Or we're going to try to get the homeless to join us also. To do this right, we need at least 20 to 30 people because we don't want to do one corner. What we want to do, they're at Holly and Railroad, all 4 of those corners, because that's where the most tickets are wrote. So we want to do sit-ins at all 4 of those corners. So we have 10 people on each corner sitting. That'll be great. And that's one of my plans. Okay. Me and Marcus and JC have been going to the Occupy Billingham meetings, and we went there to ask them for help. We were planning another sleep out, but we've decided that the sleep outs really aren't going to move the city anymore. It just piss them off more. We might still do it down the road, but right now, that's not in the works as far as I know, at least not with me. Maybe the homeless will organize their own. Who knows? But while we were there, there's a couple of ladies that are, I can't remember their names because I'm really shitty with names, and I'm sorry, that are going to ask their churches to host 3 to 5 tents on their property. So if we can find like 3 or 4 churches that will host 3 to 5 tents, we're going to start setting them up. And and also churches that would let homeless people park their vehicles in their parking lot, even if they're willing to do it for 30 days at a time. we can get like 10 churches and let, say, 5 cars or 2 or 3 cars or whatever they feel comfortable with, let them stay there and not have to move every 72 hours or whatever the city's fucking doing. Okay. The Bob Wallens insurance giveaway. We started an email campaign with that. If you vote, you can vote once for every email account. So if you have like 3 or 4 email accounts, or you have your email account, your work email account, whatever, for every email account you have, you can vote once. Okay, we were ahead. We're now like 200 votes behind. This is $2,000. If we can get everybody to vote and get their family to vote and their kids to vote and whoever else, and share it in all your groups and all your pages asking people to vote, we have a chance to win $2,000, which is another tiny home which can house one more homeless person. So when JC writes all this up, because below this video will be JC's written version of what I'm saying, for those who don't want to watch it all, there'll be a link to vote. And please, 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 doesn't cost you any money. All you gotta do is vote, and vote once for every email account you have. And if you want to create an email account and vote on that, no, I'm not gonna say no. Also, there were 8 of us at 8 or 9. 8 of us, there were 8 to 10 of us at the St. Patty's Day parade. Yeah, my car was in the parade. I didn't plan on taking my car. And when I pulled up to park, the guy asked me, "Are you putting your car in there?" And I said, "Wasn't planning on it." He goes, "Why not?" So I said, "Okay, I will." And then they wanted to take my car out of the parade because it was political, but neither one of the candidates that were on my car are running for office. So we taped HomesNOW signs on the car, so we covered up Bernie. So I want to thank everybody that came out. We had probably, I think, 4, 5, 6 housed people and 4 homeless people with us. And then afterwards, I treated them all, well, HomesNOW treated them all to lunch for coming out. So see, you never know what's going to happen. If you come to our events, you might get free food. You never know. We're forming quite a network now. We're forming a network of other nonprofits that I call doer nonprofits, and I don't sit around and talk about doing shit. They actually go out and do shit. The only reason they have meetings is to talk about their next action and plan it, and then they go out and do it. So we've formed those kind of partnerships with Occupy Billingham, Cascadia Volunteer Advocacy Group, Open and Carry Hammers, C2C, the Racial Justice Coalition, the Vigil people. So we're starting to build some relationships of people that are doing it. So that's where we're at now with that, and we're working on that daily. So if you know any groups that are out there actually doing shit, not talking about doing it, but are doing it, actually going out on the streets and doing it, let me know. We'll try to build a relationship with them also. We're basically talking about homelessness. I get, okay, I'm going to keep going and then I'll say that. I want to thank Papa John's, Greene's Corner, Velvet Rope Hair Studio, and all our other supporters. Those 3 businesses have really stepped out. Papa John's provides us pizzas when we need them for our events at a very cheap cost. They also have done a couple fundraisers for us, and they're probably going to do another one. I urge you to support Papa John's here locally. He's very community-minded. He collects food for the food bank all the time. He helps us out. He's donated to us. Greene's Corner, I can't thank them enough. They're doing their cans for care for us, where all their recycled cans and bottles, they don't put them in the dump. They take them to the recycler, and then the money they get from that, they give to Homes Now once a month. So I can't thank them enough. And Velvet Rope Harris Studios, they've been collecting cold weather gear for us, and I can't thank them enough for that. If you know any businesses that want to get involved with Homes Now, put in donation boxes for clothes, or maybe a donation jar or whatever for us, that'd be great. The more stuff we can get, the more people we can help. About done with this. I just want to say thank you to all you supporters out there. I know sometimes we all get frustrated, and I am really frustrated right now. I don't know what more I can do. Just keep pushing forward and hoping eventually we get this boulder up to the top of this mountain and get it over the top. You know, all it takes is one yes, and, you know, who the hell knows? Once we get this boulder up top of the hill and going down the other side, things will go a lot quicker. I also want to talk about, I would like to start a letter writing campaign, but I don't have the time to organize it. So if anybody's interested, we want to do a letter writing campaign to our elected officials, county and city, and then we also want to do the state ones. We want to start putting pressure on the state to do more, or to force the issue here. Then we also are going to do a letter writing campaign to the federal government also. And then we need somebody that can maybe form a general letter about us asking for people that would support or host 3 to 5 tents on their property, whether it be churches, businesses, or whatever. We want to do a mass mailing. So if somebody would like to write up a letter for us, then we would get all the addresses of all the churches and businesses, and we would just do a mass mailing. See what we get from that. There's a couple other things I have, but this is already 18 minutes. I know hardly anybody's gonna get you in. I want to thank JC, Doug, Amy, Victoria, Vicky, all of you that support Homes Now and work, Marcus, Rebecca, Rain, all you people that are actually out there doing shit and helping us. Without you, this would have never happened. I couldn't do it on my own. I know a lot of people ask me, how about this, how about that? Well, I've got so much going now that, you know, I can't really do anymore. But if you have an idea, put a plan together, send it to me in an email to Jim@HomesNow, and I'll look at it, and I think it's something we can do. I'll let you run with it. I'll tell you, yeah, there, go for it. Use Homes Now name, whatever, as long as you're doing the work that we're about. So thank you. Sorry I took so much of your time. I hope you find some encouragement in it. I'm encouraged. We're starting to see a shift here, and I honestly feel we're at a stepping place right now. Either we go backwards or we go forward, and the only thing that's going to push us forward is us pushing harder. And people tell me, calm down, back off the city, whatever. It's not time to back off the city. What have they given us? We're still waiting for porta pots and dumpsters, and water, and places to camp, and places for people in cars to live in, a place for us to put our tiny homes. Again, I want to remind everybody at no cost to the taxpayers. I don't get what the city is doing. I don't. So, thank you. I'm out.